Peace be with you. Let us all be inspired by a Bible verse today and learn from its reflection. Please share to your friends and loved ones so that they will also get motivated by the Lord's teachings. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Psalm chapter 16 verse 8. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. With him at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Now, let us ponder. Here in Psalm chapter 16 verse 8, David testifies that he trusts in the Lord to protect and defend him. In ancient writing, the right hand represented someone's ultimate strength and power. In the case of David, the sense that God was at his right hand was a feeling of confidence. Along the same lines, David has identified the Lord as his guide, Psalm chapter 16 verse 7. Now he identifies God as his guard. Having the Lord as a protection kept David confident and unafraid. Nothing would move or shake him. He was secure in all the blessings the Lord had bestowed on him. This goes beyond a shallow assumption that David will survive. As the following passage shows, this is a confidence that God is eternally with David even if he meets death. Psalm chapter 16 verse 9-11. In John chapter 10 verse 28-29, Jesus promises to safeguard all who trust in him. He says, I give them eternal life, and they will never perish, and no one will snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of the Father's hand. David knew that even if he walked through the valley of the shadow of death, he did not have to fear because the Lord, his shepherd, would protect him. Psalm chapter 23 verse 4. Now, let us see the application of the key parts of Psalm chapter 16 verse 8. Number 1. I keep my eyes always on the Lord. By night as well as by day, in our private meditations as well as in our public professions, we must regard ourselves always as in the presence of God. We have to endeavor always to feel that His eyes are upon us. This is one of the certain characteristics of piety, that we always feel when we are in the presence of God, and that we always act as if His eyes are upon us. Number 2. With Him at my right hand. The right hand is regarded as the post of honor and dignity, but it is also mentioned as a position of defense or protection. To have one at our right hand is to have one near us who can defend us. Thus, in Psalm chapter 109 verse 31, He shall stand at the right hand of the poor, to save him, etc. So as in Psalm chapter 110 verse 5, the Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. And in Psalm chapter 121 verse 5, the Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The idea is that as we use the right hand in our own defense, we seem to have an additional and a needed helper when one is at our right hand. The sense here is that the psalmist felt that God, as his protector, was always near him, always ready to interpose for his defense. We have a somewhat similar expression when we say of anyone that he is at hand. That is, he is near us. And number 3, I will not be shaken. I shall be safe. I shall not be disturbed by fear. I shall be protected from my enemies. See Psalm chapter 10 verse 6, Psalm chapter 15 verse 5 and compare Psalm chapter 46 verse 5. The language here is that of one who has confidence in God in time of great calamities, and who feels that he is safe under the divine favor and protection of the Lord. Please help spread the word of the Lord by sharing this video. Again, thank you, and may God bless us all always.